What is up, people? My name is Ruben. Today I have two reviews for you for Deathstroke number 2 and number 3. So let's get right into it because we got a lot to cover today. Issue 2 starts off with Slade analyzing his newfound youth. We also get a location as to where he is. He's in the Ukraine, at one of his many fortresses, because when you're a super assassin, a fortress is just something you need. Slade hears somebody calling out his name, then sees a guy in a chair and takes a swing at him. This turns out to be a hologram. He then meets another guy in a mask calling himself Red Fury, who says he's compromised all of Slade's safe houses and emptied all of his bank accounts, even the top secret ones no one was supposed to know about. Red Fury tells Slade that he recently hired him to complete a mission, one so secret that even Slade couldn't have any knowledge about it. Now a person named Odysseus is trying to kill him and Red Fury, along with a bunch of other people that Slade gave up while talking to Possum in the previous issue. But before Red Fury can tell him more, some Odysseus soldiers show up, and it's time to do what Slade Wilson does best, and that's make things not be alive anymore. First he takes a quick head count, putting them at 300. The enemy soldiers are just trying to rush Deathstroke, waiting for him to run out of bullets. But once he does, he adds a more personal touch, using his swords to cut down everything in his path. Still outnumbered, Deathstroke detonates a bomb, killing all but one of the soldiers. He starts questioning him, and thanks to Red Fury's truth serum, he learns that Odysseus needs him so he can become a god. Elsewhere we see some shady people meeting. The lady tells the guy that Deathstroke is alive, and the guy replies by saying they should have nuked the city to get him. The lady says that they have the codes out of him, and soon they'll have the people they're looking for. And in the meantime, the guy will lead the League of Assassins in hunting down Deathstroke. The two turning out to be Lady Shiva and Bronze Tiger. We cut back to Slade, who's traveling pretty much without a destination, as it's been a few days with no further enemy attacks or signs of Red Fury. He feels like his mind isn't quite right, and with that he decides to take the truth serum Red Fury gave him. This suddenly takes him into a flashback of a desert and a meeting with his son Jericho. Issue 2 is pretty good. I'm a little let down they didn't go into an explanation as to why he's young again, other than it's just an upgrade he got, but you know, I'm assuming they'll cover that in a later issue. The action more than made up for the shortcomings of the story, which is pretty much why I'm getting this comic, is because the action is just bloody good time. If that's what you're into, this comic's for you. And so number 2 is a good read. I'm giving that a solid 7. Pick it up if you got some extra money lying around. Issue 3 starts off with the still wandering Slade searching for one of his hideouts, which may or may not be compromised. He hopes it's not, which is weird because Slade Wilson doesn't hope. He gets results. Despite his best efforts to keep moving forward, he passes out, giving us a look at what happened with his son Jericho. After freeing him, they take on some Odysseus soldiers, with Deathstroke taking the lead. Jericho gets surrounded by some scientists, but his powers come out, killing all of them. After taking down a wall, they come face to face with Odysseus, who's come back from the dead with the help of Jericho's life force. Now in present time, Slade has made his way to his hideout and finds a satellite phone he has stored in case of emergencies. But before he can make a call, someone shoots the phone out of his hand. That person being Tiggs, who is actually Bronze Tiger, who doesn't recognize him with his new youth upgrades. They start fighting, with Slade getting the upper hand quickly, but before things can get too far out of hand, Red Fury shows up and tells him that Bronze Tiger is on his side. He just doesn't remember it yet. Red Fury takes both of them further up north to a safe location, where Red Fury confirms that Odysseus is Charles Henry Wilson, Slade Wilson's dad. As far as Fury knows, Jericho is the only one who can kill Odysseus, and that was a mission which didn't go according to plan, as Odysseus survived and Jericho disappeared. Fury has gotten info that Jericho is in Gotham, and after Bronze Tiger's debrief, Slade will be sent to Gotham. In Gotham, Harley Quinn gets a call from Amanda Waller, who tells her that Slade Wilson is on his way to town. Harley's ready to get some revenge on him for selling her out to the Russians. So Deathstroke number 3, it wasn't full of action like the first 2 issues were. It had a lot of story building, which I think it probably needed. And the whole issue is pretty much just story building, and I think that was a good thing. The only thing I really didn't like was that they're throwing Harley Quinn in here at the end. I'm not a really big Harley Quinn fan, especially the way they're trying to make her like the DC version of Deadpool or something. how she's like the answer to almost every problem. I don't really enjoy that, but if you do, then you're really gonna enjoy number 4 and 5, which I think she's in both of them. So I'm giving Deathstroke number 3 a 7 out of 10. It's another solid read, and if you got some extra money lying around, like I said before, go pick it up. If not, then you might not be missing the best thing ever, but it's still a solid read.